Welcome to the Locker, Season 2, Episode 62. I am your man, A. White, along with my co-host, Van House. What's going on?
Man, good day, man. Good day. Every passing minute, I feel better and better about this game. On Sunday, I thought we was going to get beat like 70-something to 6, and it kept coming down, and now I'm feeling better and better about this thing, man. Give me a couple more days. I might pick us to win this thing.
What is the odds on? Let me look up. What is the odds for Kentucky, Florida game? I thought one point it was at 9.5. 9.5 at the crib is a lot of points. Dude, a lot of points when you 2-2 in the conference.
Dude, 8 points at home is probably equivalent to like 13.5 points on the road. So they think Florida's a 2-touchdown advantage on us in the swamp. Because usually a home team gets 6.5. That's usually standard, right?
Touchdown.
Or if it's really, really close, they go 3.5. But to go 8,
is it still at 8? The last I heard it was like 9 and some change.
Oh, it's more now? Oh,
or was it 8.5? Or was it 8.5 and I rounded up to 9? I'm trying to find that out.
It is. I should look into that because see, I keep forgetting, man. I keep forgetting that Louisiana passed a law that we can bet now. God, I need to get on this one.
Oh, that's a couple days ago. So it started off at 7.5. Okay, it started off at 7. That's old. That's old news.
So 7.5 is still bad at home. We're 4-0.
Okay, he says 8.5 right now, so I must have rounded up to 9. Okay, that's what it was. I just rounded up to 9. Okay,
that means no one has confidence in us because the number keep going up.
Yeah.
They try to get to a point where they can get some bets for Kentucky.
What we got to find out is what it's going to be tomorrow after, today and tomorrow-ish, since we've had our 6 players have been acquitted of any charges, which is huge for us. How many of you think you're going to play?
Ooh. All right. Adams isn't going to play because he's just not in the rotation. So that's 1. So we're down to 5. I'm not a bad thing, but we got linemen. We don't need any more linemen.
All that shade you want to. I got my visor up.
Juton got a chance. I say he's probably got.
Hold on. Before we go any further, and apparently you don't follow me on Twitter. It's Juton. It's not Juton. It's Juton.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's my fault.
And from now on, furthermore, going forward, if anybody refers to him as Juton, I might put my hands to work on somebody.
Okay.
You know how I feel about him. And I'm the only reason I feel that way because I'm guilty of calling him Juton as well. I want to make sure everybody knows you, me, him, her, Juton McClain. Go ahead, Juton
McClain. Okay, McClain has a really good chance to play since he's a running back. It's a little easier transition to get in the game to run the ball. Now, hopefully, we protect the ball. So that's 1. He can get in the game. I think Joel's going to have a tough time getting the game. So that's him and Ruben are probably the toughest 2 to get in. So who's left? Andrew Phillips, Vito, in the receiver, right? From Michigan State, right?
Oh yeah, Sanders.
Oh, yeah. Sanders. Okay, so Sanders. So it's gonna go. Ruben has the least amount of chance. Then it'll be Sanders will have the second least. Then Joel. The person who has the most would be McClain. Then I think it'll be Vito. Then I'll say Joel.
Okay. All right. Okay. I buy that. I buy that.
But here's the thing, though. Phillips is in there too. I didn't say Andrew Phillips.
How do we miss Phillips?
So it's 7?
Like you went backwards because first of all, you started ascending, then you started descending, right. And I don't think you made it to that point.
I did go backwards. So Phillips would be before Joel. So it'll be McClain, Vito, Phillips, Williams, Joel, Sanders, then Adams.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah, that's it. So I'm pissed. I'm pissed to the highest point of pistivity because this should have never happened. Should have never happened. It should have never gone to this. It makes no sense. It pisses me off that somebody took it upon themselves to take this away from them kids. Now, it's not to say the kids didn't screw up and shouldn't have done what they did, but you don't wait. Like I hear some, and that's the black hole of Twitter. Is you hear people, oh well, of course it's going to happen for the Florida game. Well, did y'all not see that they waited to the ULM game before they press charges?
Oh, football season's coming. Hold on here.
That's a week before the season. Let's do it. Come on, man. This stuff pisses me off because, like, look, man, we both have our beefs with Coach Stoops, so to speak. I don't think the beefs, but that's the best way I can come up with how he operates because it's different than what we're used to. But one thing I will say, he sticks with these damn players.
Oh, yeah. To a fault. Correct. Correct.
Right. And bro, that should make them feel good about it. Because some coaches would have dismissed their ass right now. When they got in it was going to grand jury, we're gonna take some of y'all away. But he stuck with them. And there's some things I don't like about how things operated, but one thing I can say is he stays by his damn players through thick and thin, and it goes all the way back to Lynn Bowden, the other players to Jones. He is that dude. He's a player's coach, I guess, but he's a player's player. And it sucks, man, that these kids lost 4 games for something that should have been handled. Something that was handled in the summer. It was handled. It was taken care of.
Yeah.
Pisses me off.
You said that he sticks by his players an awful lot. Tomato. Sticks by his players an awful lot. You think he's sticking by his running back a little too much?
We got to get into that one. I would say
it ain't no we in this. Because soon I say something about it, I'm the bad guy.
No, we need to go to the film because I've watched it, man. And there's no excuse for fumbling. Zero. I don't care if someone's got an anchor on your arm and pulling your arm back with a truck, you cannot lose that ball. It's just something that as a running back, you hold on your shoulders. But man, I'm looking at these fumbles. And is it just bad luck? Because it's one thing to carry that thing like this, right? But it's another thing to carry it tight and someone who's not even tackling you come in, does that. I didn't play running back enough. So is it the pounding and pounding and pounding, all of a sudden, one fluke thing gets the ball taken? Because no one has stripped it. This is the thing that gets me is he's in a pile, like you have said many times. He has not given the ball up. So it's not that he's not strong enough to carry someone to protect the ball. But in open space, if some DB just reach and hit, it's out. It doesn't make any sense.
Well, let me ask you this.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you several things. Do you not recall that he had a fumbling problem as a freshman? Secondly, second year, he was rotating the ball, so it's kind of like he's trying to earn the position. But he didn't have a lot of weight on his shoulders because you got AJ. You still had Smoke. It was a trio. It was an entourage of running backs. And now the weight is on your shoulders. Like, I got to do more. I got a little bit more. And as you stated so eloquently, I'm not sure if it's so much that I'm fighting for more yards and it's booping out. I think it's more of how can I make this look stylish because I'm the man. And what do you see about that? Because there has been an issue. Everybody's acting like this is just
no, right. No,
there has been an issue.
That's why I brought up. You have brought it up more than once that now he's the bell cow. It's a totally different mentality. He's not the sidekick. He's not the third guy who's going to get 2 rushes a game. He's now the dude. So my thing is, as a running back, and I played with one of the better running backs in the city when I was in high school. Bro, his I don't want to say the back of his hand was always swollen during season. Like he had a callus there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But I played Pee-wee football with him. He's been a running back his whole life. So him toting the rock and getting pounded on was normal to him, right? So, like you said, C-Rod hasn't been pounded on since what high school 3 years ago. So since 2017, let's say. So could that be a factor? Could because dude, he ain't a scat back or someone who runs on the outside and he's very rarely gets into the scrum and gets hit all the time. He's running. He is a gap running back. So tell me, is it somewhere you get hit on it, and now it softens you up? It's kind of like a boxer getting body blows.
I don't think it's that. I don't think he's been getting too many squares. I want to say this. I'm going to pause the show for a second. I don't want to put Van in any type of. I don't want to put Van in no bad situation. But
get me in it. I'm ready.
No, this ain't the laughing. This ain't the laughing matters.
Oh, okay.
You because some of the stuff you're stating. Now I've been meaning to do this for 2 weeks.
Okay.
I want to give a shout out. I want to give a rest in peace to Kevin Franklin, who was introduced to the show by Van Styles, which is why you have Riding with Styles, Watching with Styles. And he told me offline that's how he came up with the idea, something that Kevin Franklin used to do. Call him K. Frank. We will refer to him on the show as K. Frank. He passed away maybe a month ago.
Almost a month, yeah.
But he was somebody on the show. I tried to get on the show as much as we could. You probably hear me talking about getting him back on the show. And it was fresh to me. And it was news to me when we found out he passed away because he played with Van. He our age. And he passed away, man. So I've been meaning to do that for 2 doggone shows because I think he deserves that for my show. Like I said, I know he had an influence on Van doing what he does with his driving with Styles and watching with Styles and all his stuff. And but Van played with him. The short time I met him and knew him, we had a lot of interest. We both played running backs. I just wanted to give a shout out and a RIP to K. Frank.
Man, I appreciate that, brother. Appreciate that. Yeah, man. Boy. Hey, we lost a solid one, man. Someone who cared more about others than himself. Always gave back to community, worked with kids every day. Yeah, man, that was man. That was hard, man. It was hard, still hard. I actually have I keep up on my laptop. I keep the last time we talked, man.
Damn.
Ooh.
Take your time, brother, man. I mean, I ain't want to catch you on surprise, man, but I had to do it, man. When you brought it up, that jarred my memory.
Appreciate that, man.
Okay, people, y'all that haven't seen the shows, man, we got a couple episodes with Kevin Franklin on from Baton Rouge, played with Van and Pee Wees, played with him in high school. It's in the backfield with Warwick Dunn down in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, worked for the White with the YMCA, and that was one thing that got me. He was a running back. He was at LSU at a certain point, left LSU. But his whole thing has been with the kids, and he's been doing the media thing ever since he got. So the two things he's been doing is working with the kids and working with and working in the media, covering high school games. And man, we asked him to come on. Man, one time we asked him to come on, and he said I don't be able to make it. He was out with the family. Man, he showed up. Man, vest still on, took the jacket off, vest still on, tie on. And man, like I said, he said, man, I come on for y'all, man. I hope I look good, man. Dude look dapper all the time, man. But I apologize for catching Van in this situation. I really wanted to discuss it. I mean, we in season now, so it's going to be tough to fit it in anyways. But he reminded when he started talking about his Pee Wee's players and people he played with. But K. Frank has made a huge impact on my life. And I know Van has told me personally that's why he's had the whole driving with Styles. That's what K. Frank, you do talk about it when he's in his free time and break down film and talk about football, man. So I apologize for spurring that.
No, man, it's good, man.
At this point, and cutting the show to bring that up. But man, he said the short time I've known he had an impact, and it's obvious the impact he's had on Van. So I just wanted to, give him a minute.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that.
Yeah. So R.I.P. K. Frank, man. Yeah. So we're gonna try to get back on task, man.
Talking about C-Rod, man. What's your thoughts?
Man, I'm stuck, and I don't like making the comments now, and I didn't really want to make them on Sunday. I'm sure I'm going to be asked to make them on Sunday next week. I think they need to take the pressure off of him because as a freshman, he was trying to prove a lot. He put the ball on the ground. As a sophomore, shuffle in the mix, he looked real good. When he got opportunity, he knew that was his shining moment. He got now that, and I've asked him a lot of times, and I've said it a lot of times when I've talked to him in the commentary, that now the reins are on his back. It's all about you. This whole backfield is you. People come in when you get tired. It ain't about you getting 15 snaps or you getting 5 snaps and you coming out. And it just seems to be, and I'm telling people, man, I don't know if you haven't been on the offensive side of the ball since high school, but when there's a lot of pressure on your back, it's not just you going against the other team. It's the point that the team's relying on me. So you get tackled one-on-one, or you making a play weighs more on you than normal. I really think, and Benny Snell was ready for it, because I think Benny Snell was ready for the underdog role. I think Benny Snell embraced the underdog role. I also stack, and Van, you said it. If you put Chris Rodriguez in the underdog role, him 1-on-4, no problem. There ain't no problem. If the odds are against him, no problem. But it's just a regular old one-on-one, the stretch play, and you got to cut it up in there. You hit the hole, and you can't, swipe the arm off of you or nothing. And like I said, it's not taking anything for Chris, I just think the expectation of this team at this point may be a little big for him. I think we may need to go back to committee. Maybe Chris gets the grunt of the load, but I think we may need to go back to 2 running backs by committee.
I mean, it's kind of. I mean, yeah, I hear you. Do they trust with McClain coming back? Will that change it? Because obviously they didn't trust Donut enough to give him any run at toting the rock. They get him in that motion, but they don't line him back and Let me ask you a question. Knowing what type of person Stoops is do you think they don't have enough faith in him, or do you think Stoops knows he has to get Chris 20 and get Smoke what's left and may not have anything left for Donut? Man, I don't.
He's a player's coach to a fault. He don't care. If he tell you he's going to do something, he's going to do it.
Well, I'm going to say this. We would have scored on that, I guess it was the third quarter, when we was inside the 10-yard line if C-Rod was in the game. I mean, he just fumbled a few plays before that. But if he's toting the rock, we score on that drive. He took him out both times he fumbled. He came out the game. He did it. We on the locker, so I'm gonna do it. And you can get me for it. He did a Justin Rogers on the one in the end zone. He looked at he fumbled. He fumbled. He looked at the sideline like, Coach, you want me out?
Y'all come to get me.
So I don't know. But it is a point of when you fumble, sometimes you don't get your ass back in the game. If you let a rock down twice, you might well just put your helmet. You might well get your helmet to TK and be like, "All right, man, I don't feel like toting this around no more."
You already know. I know.
Yeah,
I know.
2 fumbles. I don't care if they are not recovered by the other team, but you just laid it on the. He didn't like. It's something like sometimes the ball gets kind of like up here and you got to reach up and grab it, but the ball hit the turf twice, and twice they had a chance. It wasn't like it fell down and came back up to you, dude. It was South Carolina people was all around it and couldn't get it. So, but it's like, but he is the best running back on the team, though.
I don't want no hate.
No.
Go ahead. This. You think he's the best running back on the team?
As of today, yes.
By what is your barometer?
I don't think he has the highest ceiling, but he's the best running back on the team right now. Right now, you got 3. You got Smoke. Well, you got C-Rod, Smoke, and Donut.
No, you also have Tisdale and
wasn't Tisdale hurt?
You still got right.
Okay, so now you telling me you trust this freshman?
Don't say who you trust. You say who's the best running back. Now, man, I say this because you played with a running back who was supposed to be the best running back until Mo showed him that he wasn't. Actually, Mo showed 2 or 3 different running backs that they weren't the best. Darnell Gordon, whoever the dude who broke OJ's records, and Ray McLaurin, your senior year. No, your junior year.
Dude.
Hold on. Coming back your senior year, he was the only senior in the room.
Ray Mack, yes.
Come on, man.
We're in the locker. We ain't.
My point was he the best running back? Was he the best running back in that running back room?
No.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. You're saying because Chris is older,
no,
he's the best running back in the room.
No, not saying because he's older. I'm just saying he's the best running back today in that running back room. He might not be the best running back when we play New Mexico State, but September 29th, right now, he's the best running back in the room.
The best or the most productive? Like the word best don't really.
Okay, all right. So let's strike best out of. Let's strike
because he knows the most of the play. He knows more of the plays.
Let's say the one I trust the most against Florida.
Okay, I'll take that. I'll buy that. Okay. I'll buy that. He's most reliable for us at this point.
Yes, yes.
I'll buy that. Okay, I'll buy that. And
I just don't think you can give to me. If so, now I see what you're saying. To me, the best running back in the room is McClain with potential.
Right.
I don't, and honestly, I don't think it's even close.
Right.
So to me, he's my one. Honestly, and my two might be Donut.
If he put a little weight on, and he might not need the weight.
I
don't know what he weighs. I only weigh 189.
I'm about to say he's bigger than you right now. Yeah. So to me, then it's Donut.
Right.
And then it's probably Smoke.
Okay.
As far as just talent, the talent, C-Rod is a he's not this guy, but he to me is like Ron Dane.
As much as I hate the comparison, I can't argue with it.
Right?
I can't argue with it.
God, who was the man? Curtis Enos.
Yeah. Curtis Enos was my year, so I've seen plenty of him. Yeah.
That who he reminds me of. Not bad, not a bad deal, but the game is more about dynamic running backs. People have to understand. We just talking about people have to understand running back. Running back is the easiest position to find another running back. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a shit ton of great running backs. Oh no, there's a shit ton of really good running backs. Every team in college football has a good running back. Right. It's not, and they probably have two. That's one position that you can start at Little League and keep progressing. But just because who had, didn't Curtis Enos have like a shit ton of yards? Then Ron Dane didn't he break the college record? It doesn't translate. It doesn't translate to the next level at all.
Yeah. I give it to you, man. Actually, I don't want to beat Chris up. Chris is the driver of this car. And if he comes out against Florida and has a productive game, keeps the ball, and here's one thing I've been saying for weeks. And a lot of people think it's productive because he got 6 yards. I'm going to hold him to the same standards I hold Coach John Calipari to. If you got 7 NBA players on your roster, you need to get me more than the Elite 8. You don't need to keep running around here talking about Final Fours. I mean, you know what I mean? So, Chris, I believe I want people to fear Chris in the hole. And I'm going to say this leading into the next. No, I ain't going to lead into the next subject. But I've watched Florida film, end zone copy, sideline, all 22. Florida's running backs are about like, they don't show nothing special, And they said they really ain't nothing special. Benny used to get a little something special. You give AJ something a little special. And as much as it don't pain me to say it, but even if Boone, you give Boone a little slither.
Dude, no. Boone is on another level.
You may as well sound the trumpets.
Boone is on another level, man.
Right.
Boone is more on your level of McClain and Donut. Look, man, I respect the hell out of C-Rod because he brings it. Hey, no doubt about it. He ain't half-stepping nothing. No doubt about it. He brings it. And he's going to be right up there. If he comes back another year which I doubt he does, but let's say he comes back, he's going to be right up there in the top 3 maybe of yards in UK history, rushing yards. If he comes back.
I think he definitely has to come back.
Ooh.
Unless he runs a 4.5 or better. 4.5 flat, not 4.5 something. 4.5 flat or better.
I don't see it. Well, hold on. He can still now. You're right about him having to run that to be a first, second, or third rounder. That still don't mean he comes back though. Because you can only run what you run. if you're a 4.55, how much can a coach really bring you down? Maybe 0.3.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
He gonna bring you down. I'm not saying 0.3, 300s. He can bring you down 300s. He gonna bring you down 2/10. He gonna make a 4.5 out 4.3. You either got, dude. There are 4.2 guys. Since I'm a track guy, there are 4.2 guys who cannot run. And what I mean by run, proper form, proper technique, foot placement, it's horrible. But they just naturally got that 4.3. A coach can probably get them to a low 4.2. But it ain't gonna happen, man. Now we just went on another tangent. we supposed to be talking about something else.
No, we good on that. We good on that. That's where all the questions are. The questions the first week was on the quarterback. We kind of settled. We all agree. Well, I'm sure we all don't agree because the jury is still out. And the running back situation was supposed to be solidified. Now the jury is out. So there's a lot of stuff on the table. So that's kind of cool. I'm going to break the show one more time.
Oh, yeah.
We're only getting YouTube comments. So if you are watching from Twitter right now or Facebook, I'm not sure why Facebook isn't showing up, but Twitter, I know for sure. You have to subscribe to YouTube to comment and join in the conversation. I know we have a huge YouTube following that likes to comment, and we are not getting your comments. I don't even know if there's a button to even comment.
No.
But if you want to comment on the show, you have to go to YouTube, follow us, and you can, at that point, you can comment on the show. I'm just noticing that the YouTube comments aren't coming up. Facebook, or you can go to Facebook. Yeah, nobody's commenting on Facebook, but you can do that as well.
One thing before we get off, I just want to say this, y'all. C-Rod is I'm happy he's with us. This is no knock on him. It is none. I just want to get that out. We both like him. There's some things that when you are a player that sometimes a guy who just normally the starter doesn't necessarily mean he's the best guy. That's all we're saying. That's all.
And hopefully, and a lot of people are asking me, hopefully he isn't getting complacent in the role as a starter, which would really piss me off as a running back who's always fought to be the leader of the room. You don't get up there and start, all right, I'm the starter, so I'm going to do this. I don't know. It's too much on that. We'll see. I'll tell you this. Coming out of this week, the biggest game of the season next to the Georgia game.
Yeah,
it's going to be this week. Because if this one don't go down right, the Georgia's still going to be big because that's going to be an opportunity to still have an opportunity. I guess depending on what happens at LSU. But to me, Florida and the Georgia games are going to be huge.
I'm going to say this. If your aspirations is to legitimately, not dream about it, legitimately have a chance at an SEC title, they have to be Florida.
Oh, absolutely. No, that ain't breaking news. That's an absolute.
But what I'm saying, people we dream about, like, oh my God, we can get the SEC title. No. We ain't talking about that talk. We talking about we're gonna get the SEC title. Georgia feels like they're gonna win it. That's what I'm talking about. If we're gonna get to Georgia feeling level, like, this is just what we do. Then we got to win this game.
Yeah. So Let me look at the stat line real quick and tell me what you think.
Yep.
Will Levis, 15 to 22 for 102, 1 interception, no sacks, no touchdowns. Running back room, C. Rod, 26 of 146. Net of 144, no touchdowns.
Damn.
K. Smoke,
hold
on.
Is that like 5 yards a carry?
5.5.
Yeah. And we talking about him like he's trash.
I'm telling you, every time I want to say something bad, I look at the stat line, and the stat line don't match with my commentary. Is why I'm contemplating retiring from this, because I'm tired of talking to dumb people who don't understand.
Right.
And I'm not saying this is that situation. But if you get into 4, put it like this, Van, if you get into 4 3rd and 14s or 3rd and 12s,
okay,
4 of them,
yeah,
and you run a running back draw and he
Yeah.
picks up 10, that's 40 yards. That's 10 yards to carry. I'm not saying that happened. Stats are deceiving. I just know if the offensive lineman block everything up, or if the offensive lineman blocks and the quarterback puts the ball in the money, you got to catch the ball. So if a running back is left one-on-one with a defensive player,
yeah,
no matter who it is, because a defensive line shouldn't be quick enough to grab you. A linebacker should be a hell of a challenge, but he still shouldn't be quick enough. A safety shouldn't be quick enough, and maybe quick enough, but not strong enough or agile enough. And that's where I think the problems are coming for me.
Stay off my DBs. Okay, go ahead. You talk about you
go. So let me get back to, okay, you're impressed by that. So tell me this. If you're impressed by Chris's 26 for 146 for average of 5.5, K Smoke had 959 for 51 on a 5.6 and 1 touchdown. Will Levis, I ain't gonna count Will Levis. No. And Wandale, 7 receptions, 65 yards, no touchdown. Bates, 1 for 15, no touchdown. Josh Ali, 4 for 14, no touchdown. Chris, 2 for 5, no touchdowns. Smoke, 1 for 3, no touchdowns. Justin Riggs, 0 for 0.
Okay.
DeAndre Square, 8 touchdowns. Tackles. Total tackles. Jacquez Jones,
He was a beast.
Jacquez Jones, 4. Your boy Valentine, 4.
He was a beast.
Agent, 4. Yusef, 4. Josh, 3. Jordan Wright, 3. Dort, 3. Dort, 2. Oxendine, 2.
Dude. Listen, and I've said this a few times today. That's the best I've seen the defense play mental-wise. I'm not saying they got the best players in Stoop history. I'm not saying that. But them Mama Jammers was in the right place 95% of the time. There was no, as we talked about last week, like, oh, who's supposed to be in that gap? Like, oh, right. I thought it was him. Oh, I think it's no. It was not. There was no discussion about where somebody's supposed to be because they were there. And not to say they didn't get beat up, like they didn't get whooped by somebody. It's not to say that didn't happen. It's not to say that they missed a tackle. I don't think they missed a lot of tackles. It's to say that they were trying to get to the spot that they were supposed to be in. Yeah. And that was huge. I thought about this, I think it was Sunday, because I was getting pissed after watching the game. I was hot. I was livid. I'm like, what is going on? Then I thought about it. Remember, this is everybody on the offensive staff is new. There's no holdover except Merrill. Everybody's new. Quarterback, running back, receiver. Because Boo Knight isn't that the coach.
Yeah. Boo Knight had a COVID year.
Right. so everybody's new, right?
And we don't even know if he was drunk through that.
Everybody's new. All right. Now, you think about it. The only person that's in the position they played last year as a starter on the offensive line is Kennard. Fortner moved down. Cox is new. Darren Flax are new. Oh, I like gap integrity.
Yeah, that's what I looked at. I said, yeah, but how you just gonna just talk schematic? Yeah, man.
Then you bring in Wan'Dale. Like there's no continuity really between everybody. And then you got a new quarterback with a new coordinator. We got all excited because of the ULM game. Right. They still going through growing pains. As you said, Will Levis just came here in the fall. How did he get the starting job? Right? So if he just came in the fall, the continuity between him and the offensive coordinator is fall worthy. So
that was my concern. Yeah,
he is not, and we have talked about this before. He is a one read Charlie right now. If that first read is done, he's done. Like he don't know how to get to 2. He definitely don't know how to get to 3 right now. And and I don't even have the all 22. There are guys open. You can tell there are guys open on each play, but he wants to get it to him. And when him ain't open, he don't know what to do.
Yeah.
He panics. It's like, now I'm rambling. Now, it's like last week in Chattanooga when he had the blitz and he stepped up in the pocket. Know why he stepped up in the pocket? Because he wanted to throw to Wan'Dale. Yeah, and Wan'Dale was still running, and now he seems open. Let me step up in the pocket so I can get it to him, right?
Right.
This week, he ain't step up in the pocket. You know why? Because one wasn't freaking open.
Yeah.
And now let me go out the backside. Nah. So give him some time. I think that just got to give him time because he right now is first read. He's a one read quarterback right now.
Speaking of what you were saying, now we're getting into the meat of that SEC schedule. And as I watch film on Florida does give up, as you would say, Florida does give up the proverbial booty. No, it's not the proverbial. Yeah, proverbial booty. It's not the actual booty.
Not the actual booty. Yeah. They give it up a lot. They give it up a lot too.
Oh yeah, and that's where opportunities are. If they know that Wan'Dale, so do you plan on Wan'Dale? Us just batting out. Just making. We gonna get the ball to Wan'Dale because we know he can get off the bump. Because Florida ain't really showed me anything great off the bump. Or, that they have, but we got some guys who are probably lackluster, mediocre at best, getting off a bump or a press. Wan'Dale's the only one who probably puts any bait on his hook. Are we going to have to rely on, hopefully Wan'Dale can get open? Or you think some other guys get open off Florida's DB? Like I said, they ain't show a whole lot of force and athleticism on the bump, but I don't know if our guys have anything against a mediocre bump or man press.
This is what I say, and I've thought about this, and we have had this discussion, is how do they match up? Do they match up? Do they put their best corner on Wan'Dale, or they just play left and right, or they play field and boundary? How are they going to do it? If they put their best their best corner on Wan'Dale, you put him in a slot and you motion his ass. You can't get a jam on the slot receivers hard, and then if you motion them, it's even more difficult. Let's say, yeah.
One thing about it, like I'm gonna answer my question, but I'm just piggybacking on what you said. Mm-hmm. Once Wan'Dale's in the slot, if he beats the guy on, them safeties ain't no type of help. No. That's where our opportunities are with the safety. We get Wan'Dale off of anything in front of him, get him up dealing with safeties.
Dude. Right. And I've seen Wan'Dale. Wan'Dale got it, bro. That he got it. Now, here's the deal. So now let's just say they don't match up and they just play field and boundary. I would put Ali in the slot and motion him. because Wandale can get off a jam. I'm not. No question about. I don't care if you put Derek Stingley on him. He's getting off the jam. So I'm not worried about that. But if you don't put the best one on, then Ali might have a chance of going against a better DB if he's on the line of scrimmage, right? If the best receivers play in the field, which normally, the best cornerback plays the field, which they should, because normally you pass into the field, and Ali is in the field, he's going to get jammed up, potentially. So why not put Wandale there and motion Josh? So now
I don't want Josh inside the box. Josh showed that it's Halloween's around the corner. I don't want Josh running inside the box.
Okay, that's fair.
All you can run if all you can run is verticals, have him run off the corners and let Wandale work. Run out the routes.
That's fair. All right, so
you may think differently.
No, so regardless, then Wandale plays a slot. And if you're saying that right, if they don't match up, that means Wandale is going against a nickelback. You know what a nickelback is? It's usually the third best corner.
Yeah.
It's usually the third best corner. If you play the third best corner on your best receiver, it's barbecue chicken.
Yeah. So we got opportunities. I think we got plenty of opportunities. I think we got opportunities in the passing game, and Will gonna have an opportunity to prove his point. And when it's got to be peanut butter and jelly. Got to be Reese's peanut butter cup. It got to be chocolate and peanut butter. Rodriguez gonna have to do enough to keep him honest. Will's gonna have to do enough to let him know, if you run up in here, I will throw it right behind you or over you. But Chris gotta give it 3, 4, 5 at a time to let him know. All right, man, this is what we're gonna do. We'll do this all day. We're gonna be here all day. I just jumped off South Carolina because I was talking, because you brought up a subject. So in South Carolina, you good on, you thought the effort and everything was there, good on defense. Offensively, where do you think we have opportunities, or are you worried about the opportunities we had or didn't have or squandered going into Florida?
Brothers, you cannot put the ball on the ground. That takes away offensive plays, that puts the defense on the field for more, that takes away field position, it takes away the time of possession, it takes away so much when you turn the ball over.
Yeah.
We cannot I'm gonna tell you this, and I said this earlier today. South Carolina on a punt had the ball on the plus 44, and I think they got 4 yards on 3 downs. All right. They punted. We didn't do nothing. We punted back. They got it on the minus 44, and I think got like 7 yards and 7 downs. If Florida gets the ball in the green zone, they ain't gonna get just 13 yards. They're gonna make a couple first downs. All right. So they're gonna get probably a field goal. What happened in South Carolina isn't typical. And Florida has too many good athletes and look, y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. Dan Mullins to me is like how y'all treat Mitch Barnhart. One thing Dan Mullins can do, y'all can say all the shit y'all want to say. Oh, he's a goober. Oh, he's a this. Oh, he's a that. But one thing that man can do is call down plays on Saturday. He can call a game on Saturday. And if he gets in the rhythm, I don't care what Coach White calls, and his players execute, it's points. It might not be 7, but if you put him on the minus 44, 6 yards from midfield, he putting points on the board.
Dylan says the thing that he's nervous about is how are we going to score in the red zone versus Florida, and only score once against South Carolina in the red zone.
That's C-Rod. That's I think that was the second time we got in the red zone. We didn't have C-Rod because he freaking fumbled.
You don't think our play action is efficient enough at this point?
Dude, we can get into plays. I can show you on that one series where we
let's go. Let's go, man. Let's just
when
go.
We kick the field goal, dude. On 3 plays, it was touchdown plays, and Will didn't see it.
Let's just go on over there.
All right.
While you getting ready to go over there, I'm going to point out defensively, Oxendine has taken over the grunt of the load at his position.
Yes.
The little youngster, he got a lot to learn, but the motor has pushed him into a position.
Exactly. His motor is what gets him to play. Period. Point blank. What the? Okay. So I didn't put that. That play is. You want to do those plays first, or you just want to go through the gamut?
I mean, we already in. However you got lined up was ever easiest.
All right. What I want to get from you, since you are one of the best running backs in school history, is this one. All right. He fumbled, but look at this. When you're on the goal line, right?
Yeah.
You want to attack. Hold on, Ant. Let me unshare this because this thing's stuck on me. Hold on. I'm gonna have to stop screen. Let me get this back up. This play got me. Share. Technology, when it don't want to work, it don't work. I don't understand why it does that, but I don't understand why this. See now, hold on, Amp. Give me back. I'm gonna try one more time. If it don't work,
StreamYard owe me some money.
Do they?
But they gonna every time we try to do something, we try to branch off. They took Twitter away from us or Periscope. Apparently, we haven't had a Twitter comment all night.
well, you can't have one because it doesn't broadcast there.
All they're doing is watching it. No, it's showing up on Twitter. You can watch it on Twitter.
Oh, it's showing up on Twitter? Okay.
Yeah. I looked at it. Yes, on Twitter. You can watch it. And it looks like a couple of people that went over to YouTube have been commenting from YouTube that you normally see on Twitter.
I appreciate it. All right, here we go. This should work. I'm going to get it back to where we had it back. All right. Now, if you're on the goal line as a running back, you want to hit that damn thing right up the gut, right? Why didn't we go right here?
Oh, yeah. No, that's what I was going to say. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm going right there. I'm going between right 79 and 75. You
don't want to bounce outside and get caught in.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb.
All right. So now tell me this though. That ball is not in a bad position, right?
No, not at all.
So that's why I say it's kind of fluky. Like that was not a bruising tackle. That was
hold on. No. That when that dude has his legs and he knows he's not about to come out of there.
Yeah.
I see 21 about to have some action at me. 15 about to have some action.
Uh-huh.
You don't go down. You don't go down that casually.
Okay.
That was awful casual.
Okay.
He already see 21 and 9. We don't know. 9 just ain't an athlete because he should have been stopped a long time ago. Like he took 2 or 3 extra stops.
No, Anthony. It's not that he's not an athlete. He don't want that smoke. That's what he don't want. He don't want to stick his head in there.
Right.
He don't want to get the hit.
Yeah,
because he went sideways. Like, where you going?
But yeah, so no, that's on him. He should have had that thing tightened up, and that's what I said on Sunday morning playing against Florida. And one of the biggest things when I got into the big SEC games is that it's always fast guys lurking around. So you ain't ever in a position where you can lighten up with the ball. Yeah, and this is going to be the true test. This is going to be the true test for Chris.
So your thing is you saying he's relaxing a little bit.
Right there, it should be tight. I'm going down. It's tight. I'm going down. It's tight. Why would you loosen up on your way down? Now, if he felt like he could break it, I could see his arm still out. But he was obviously on his way down, and the ball is still out there.
Okay.
Like right now, if I feel like if he would have kicked with his left leg, the one he grabbed, if he would have kicked out of it, I could see him having it still out.
Okay.
But he looks like he's committed to the, I don't know, like that makes zero sense. Soon as he grabs and you know you can't get out of it, hold it tight and go down with it.
You put two hands. All right. See, that's why that's because it to me fundamentally doesn't look like he's gotten the ball like totally away from his body. Like it's not perfect, but it's not horrible either. And the ball's coming out. The same thing here. He's got that ball tucked, but it's like this. It's the weak. Like that ball is tucked. Like right now, it's still close to his body.
Yeah.
So what the hell's going on?
Yeah, that right there. Yeah.
That's not a good tackle. That's a horrible dude. Everything this guy's doing right here is horrible. Nothing is right within his technique, but somehow the ball is pulled out and it's tight to his body.
And I don't want to contradict myself. If you go back and watch our game in 97 against Alabama, I was in that position with a safety coming up. And I actually hold on, let me change the view for a second. Yeah. I actually whooped my arm up over top of the DB. When he was coming at me, I actually went like that over top of it. When his arm was out, I just went like that over top of it. And that brings up a great point. Because I knew I was gonna beat him. Like I knew I was I kid you. No, I'm dead serious. Like I'm not worried about him. Okay, excuse me. It was like, excuse me. And that's what I don't know. Chris had it tight, which I'm not mad at.
Right.
But wow, I don't know. That's unexplainable.
That's what I'm saying. No, you know. Look, let the people know. Every running back looks beyond the guy who's trying to tackle because he know he ain't gonna tackle. He's looking at the second guy. So right now, if that's Ant, he ain't looking at the guy on the right. He's looking at the guy coming from the left because he know he got him beat. I'm not even worried about him.
Right.
Next guy got to make a move on.
Right.
Yeah, it's just weird, man.
Yeah, that is weird, bro.
So that's why I'm like, I'm hoping it's just fluky because that ball to bounce back to him. For that ball to get back to him, this is what I want everybody to understand. It is 4 guys around the ball from South Carolina. Look at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and none of them get it. That's crazy.
Yeah,
look, he picks it up. It bounced right into his lap. And it goes all the way back. That's
and you know one thing that really worries me, kind of pisses me off more than worries me, that he feels vindicated when he recovers those fumbles.
Well,
not really so much vindicated. I told y'all on Sunday morning, I asked him, and he felt like, man, And I said, when I fumbled twice, my teammates was looking like, and they looked at the offensive coordinator, get his ass out of here.
Facts.
And that's why I'm like, and I understand you can't do that to Chris because and you want him to come back. But now you did it 2 weeks, and now even though you recovered, it's still kind of like, fuck. Coach. I don't know.
Kids are different now, man. Kids really care about each other now.
Yeah, so I don't want to beat the kid up. If he fixed everything this week, then we won't have another Chris Rodriguez comment. And Justin Rogers got a few snaps, said Carter Hall.
Yeah. I don't want to get into the Justin Rogers watch is still strong.
And it's not a watch you wear on your wrist.
It's still strong. So that's so here. And I know, look, we're beating a dead horse, but man, I just want to get your take. So you right now, I don't know if you had a strong side of your offensive line, but the strongest side of our offensive line is the right side. Watch Cox and Kennard whip the living, what are these 2 guys. Like, look at that. Dude, there is a hole right behind him.
It's some show though on that inside from the next guy. Some show. It's enough show. I probably wouldn't have took it. Maybe it's some show. That show right there, yeah. That show right there, I may not have taken it.
Even with these guys, you see nothing but numbers.
But what am I looking at behind the tight end? But I got the left tackle and the tight end. I don't see no color on the outside.
Okay, see that's what I wanted, because to me, I know from him that he can run through an arm tackle. It's not that this guy is free; he's engaged. For me, not being a running back, I would probably go here. But you saying that you see,
I wouldn't be mad at it depending on the down and distance. What are we at?
Second and six.
No, even at this point, everybody on the left side, the guard, tackle, and tight end, there ain't no color on the outside. There ain't no color. Now, maybe he committed too early. And let's see what his bounce is like. Like right now, bam, my foot is in there. See, I wouldn't have took those 2-3 steps up. That's what jacked him up, them 2 or 3 steps up.
Okay.
Probably one more on the hash before the yard line. I'll probably start seeing that. But
so you saying he got too caught up in the wash. You would have been here.
Yeah. Because now they see you there. Now they more, you know how it is. Now the point of attack, everybody more aggressive on the block. If they still fight to see what you do, even at the top, I'm giving them a head fake in. I'm giving them just to give the offense lineman a little more leverage.
Gotcha.
And maybe it's two. Maybe it's two. Like right about here, which he looked like he's trying to do. He's breaking down. And right now, I would be on the next yard and the next hash mark. I would be sticking my foot in the ground right where he's about to. I would stick my foot in the ground and be headed outside.
So what Anthony's saying is right now he would stick that right foot, this foot in the ground with a little bit of a head and shoulder fake here.
Yeah.
To give these guys, the red guys, to try to get influenced by that little head fake here that would give the offensive line even more leverage, because when they go here and you're going to go here, it gives all your players a little leverage, because like whoever this is probably a tight end. I don't know which one it is, Bates or Rigg. You give him a little more leverage when this guy dips his head in. So if he give him the little dead leg here, then he can go out. And what you saying, he got too caught up in the wash and got bounced, like got hit.
He had to bounce it back to him. And if they think I'm playing, go back and watch the Alabama game in '97. I'm telling you.
No, or the Louisville game in '96.
Yeah.
Look, man, this is what we need more of, if you ask me. We need an actual zone read, because we already know that this Mama Jamma ran at Penn State. We got to give him 3 of these, because when you got a receiver that's going to block like that.
Wandell's dedicated.
Dude, I can't say enough good things about this. I don't know if my expectation was so low, because I've heard guys from Kentucky being this and that, and they come here and they don't pan out like everybody say they will. Dude, he's a dude with a capital D.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely.
So now, this is the 1st and goal. This is when I said him he needs to process this faster. Okay. Right now, he wants to throw to him. That's in his eyes, that's his one, right?
Right.
But right now he's done. He ain't gonna get
leverage on him. Right. You got outside leverage.
So you get off of him and you go to your number 2, which is right here. Dude, he's open. He's open right now.
Yeah. Got a little window.
He's open. Okay. So let's just say you can't see him, right? Because of him, for some reason. I don't know why. Your number 3 is right here. Throw that thing right there.
Wow. Yeah. Why did he pull up though?
I don't know.
Why didn't he keep running? He couldn't throw that. He can't throw that on the run, sidearm or something, or just throw it on the run in general.
Dude. He's rolling to his right. He's right-handed. He should. If he keeps rolling out and Wan'Dale keeps going, this guy's going to keep expanding, and then this window is going to keep getting bigger.
But I think the guy that's jumping up in his area right now, I think if he keeps running, he gets leverage enough on him to throw the ball around him.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but how many times you seen an NFL quarterback throw this damn thing, throw it high, and throw it right there?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the first down play. That's a problem. That's a touchdown. Period. Second play is a zone read. And I know it's a zone read because no one blocks this guy. If he pulls it, it's touchdown. If he pulls that, it's touchdown. We got hat on a hat. We got hat on a hat, hat on a hat, hat on a hat. He can run over this dude. We already saw that their DBs don't want that smoke.
What kind of body posture is that, though?
I don't know if he was really trying to pull it and Smoke took it, but you got to take that. That is 7, right? Yeah. So that's second down. Should be 17-7. Now watch third down. Now understand what he's doing. He know that he's a man because they motioned Smoke out, and this linebacker went with him. So we know it's man. But we also know it's man up here. Watch this rub route and watch Wan'Dale wide open.
Yeah, it should be. Oh, wow. Yeah.
You can't get more open than that.
Yeah. Go back just to the set. Yeah, pre-snap should have told you. If that backer came, I could see why he would have stayed on that front side. But once you see that backer ain't coming, you're right. I might abort that. I probably abort that.
Ain't no doubt about it. First of all, like you said, linebackers don't come. It makes this window impossible.
Yeah.
I mean, that's tighter than tight.
And you're looking at him right now. Look like his face. Where's his face looking at? It looks like he's looking right at him.
Exactly. That's why I say he's a one-read guy, because right now I'm off of him. Yeah. I'm like, I can't fit that. I can't fit that in there. Even if Ali beats him, that's a tight-ass window.
Right.
It's tight. But I also know they playing man, and I got an unbelievable rub route opportunity unless they play in and out. And once I come off of Ali right now, they're not playing in and out.
Right. Yeah.
You go, dude, that's easy.
As soon as you see that backer drop into the window, his head should be looking at backside to see what's going on.
Look, I think that's base. Look at that screen. Look at the screen. Look, his man can't get there.
Right.
That's a perfect man. That's perfect route running. He rubbed them to perfection. That's a touchdown. So that's 3 plays.
When you ran it, but I believe if they ran, they should have gave him some cues. If you don't have that slant immediately, which he didn't, the rub should be there. Like that should have been the verbal cues he should have got for the play.
Or they ain't processing it quick enough, and he's reading that, and he's just gonna throw it because he got a cannon. You know who wouldn't throw that? That you told me? Dusty Bonner.
Yeah. You're right.
Too tight a window. So guys who have cannons think, I can fit it. I'm gonna fit it. Right? I'm gonna fit it. He ain't. Now he ain't Aaron Rodgers where he can fit it and he's accurate. I'm look like I did that play twice. Huh? Just another one. How he's a one-read Charlie, right? Same action. Number 1 is right here. He's done it. And what they ran, Anthony, from what I can see, they ran a little floor route. Clear out with the wide receiver and tight end there. So 1 is done.
Right.
1 is, you go to 2. Let's say 2 is, I don't know if it was rig or base. Let's say 2 is the flood route. That ain't there. Know who's open? 3.
Yeah.
Wide open. Wide butt naked open. You see right now he's got at least 2 steps, right?
Right.
It's only going to get worse. He sees 1, he sees 2. You don't just stay there. You come back to 3. 3 is wide open. Don't get it. And this is the last one. This to me is the one thing I saw him improve last week, and he didn't do it this week, is you got to step up in the pocket.
Yeah, you got plenty of room.
You got plenty of room.
You got plenty of room to climb and bail out the front if you need to.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And now he's going to get a holding call because he bailed out.
Yeah, that's true. That's on you. You pick him up by the pile and what the fuck are you thinking?
Dude, it makes no sense. Look.
Yeah,
here's the deal. This is what
What are you looking at though?
I don't know.
Yeah. And it's only 2nd and 5. We get 5 if he, like you said, if he climb.
And it's a minute. He got this guy on skates. Wandale got that guy on skates. I don't know what route he ends up running, and I don't care. Whatever he runs, he's open.
How did he squeeze through there is my question. You weren't worried about that other backer hitting you or nothing.
No.
And Wandale cold, boy.
Dude, he could. I'm telling you, man.
Wandale cold, man.
Dude, he's open. I don't care what. He can run whatever he wants to run. He right now is open. That's why I say he's a one read guy. And know who else is open if he would have stayed there? It's C-Rod.
Yeah.
You got an option route. He would have stepped up. He could have dumped that thing right there.
He ain't got enough faith in him, man. Cause when you get you a good option running running back, you sit there and wait for him.
Right.
And you don't need 5 yards. And that's where, I ain't getting that third down conversation again. But that's where, and I thought about it the more we talked about the third down. You're right. I mean, I still think I got my point. Because you're right, 3rd and 2 really ain't on the quarterback all that much.
Right.
But 1st and 10 is when you ending up in 2nd and 8, then 3rd and you pick up 7, and now you 3rd and 2. Or you 2nd and 5 and pick up 3. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's just I don't know. I just think it's a big deal. But like that right there was a 2nd and 5 that should have been simply picked up.
So, and this is the part. This is what I strongly dislike. As fans start saying, "Oh, the offensive line is not pass blocking." This guy's got to help him out. He's got to help him out.
Yeah.
He's got to help him out. Because they are driving them guys. Even here, Kennard and Cox to me didn't play this right. They didn't pass it off, but they strained their ass off on that twist to not let anybody get up in there.
Yeah.
Then Fortner helps out. Right? This is perfection. Dude, he could probably still be running because they ain't man to man.
And what he don't know is when them offensive linemen feel like, okay, yeah, we got this guy walled off. I know I got him leveraged, but I know the quarterback is still behind me. Oh, shit. You expecting him. And that's the biggest compliment an offensive lineman can pay a running back. Hey, man, all I had to do was this, and I knew he was going to make the read. And that's exactly what happened there. Dude, we look at that and the same thing they feel. They can see out their peripheral vision that, okay, I got him. All these guys, my tackle or my guard got him bottled up. Da-da-da-da-da. There's no way in the world. The next thing you know, this motherfucker done ran out the damn back door.
Dude,
this effort and ran out the back door.
Right. The ball's on the 40-yard line. Even though Derek gets his outside arm beat up, he makes that guy run 8 yards.
Yeah, he had to go around.
8 yards, dude.
Yeah.
That's not on him. And I'm on him a lot because he a homeboy. He from Faraday, Louisiana. I'm tough on him. That ain't his fault.
Yeah. He did a damn good job. He was on the island.
He made him
run. There's nobody to wash him into or nothing. He was on the island. Yeah, that's a damn good job.
Yeah. And he didn't have perfect technique. He got the outside arm beat up. Look at this man. It's me. But he still made him run the hump, though.
Yep. That's all you can ask for.
And he's pushing him out. Dude, that's the kind of stuff that we need to work on, because last week he did it. But I think that's why I come to say, whoever he's looking at, if he's looking at Ali and he ain't open, it seems like he short circuits.
Yeah.
He's like, what I do now? Oh, let's make a play. Got to make a play. Step up in the pocket, and with your running ability, he might be still running.
Yeah. And that's the worst thing that really could have happened to him. You know, him to be exposed for not possibly not being able to read, or lack of training on how to read. But if it comes down to, we got to, like you said, a one-trick pony, just long ball. I mean, it is what it is, but I think we're gonna scrap. We got the athletes, and we might convert them. We might convert enough of them, or keep the defense. I think we got enough talent to make some of these games interesting and pull off a whole bunch of them. The one thing I do love about him, like you said, and it seems like he done toned it down a little bit in these past 2 weeks, that I love the fact that he looked right down the barrel, and I just threw a what? Well, here go another one. I think he getting to the point now where he like, well, I don't know if I want to throw it. Where I feel like the first 2 weeks, the first half of week 3, he was like, what? Oh, you think you gonna intercept this? Yeah. That was that old Tim Couch stuff, man. Mm-hmm. He sit there and look you down like, oh, you think you intercept this, and throw it right to you.
Right. That's and he has moments.
Yeah.
He had the drive, and that's one thing about this offense. And then I continue, is when adversity hits the team, they put points on the board. Like when Carolina came and scored that 7 points out of halftime, I was like, oh shit, this might get ugly. They went down and put 3 on the board, which, as I showed, they should have put 7. He threw 2 passes on that drive. I'm like, okay. He stood in the pocket, threw that wheel stop to Wan'Dale down the sideline. I'm like, okay. Then a couple plays later, he came back and Wan'Dale sat right in front of him. He threw a dart. I'm like, okay. So he got it. He just got to be consistent. And you're just not there.
Yeah, man. I don't know what my guesstimation was last week for the game, and I'm pretty sure I was way off because that score, I ain't like that score one bit.
No, we were both. I think you went 31
and 10 or
6.
Huh?
I think you went 31-6 or something.
Yeah, okay.
And I think I went 34 because I was gonna go 31.
I probably went 10 though.
Yeah. You might have
got a score and the field.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, you might have went 31-10.
Okay, so we left something on tape. Man, you got a prediction for this week, or are you done predicting?
No.
I don't know who's gonna show up. I'm tired of predicting.
To me, the score is 24-20. Period. That's the final score. If we don't have any turnovers, we score 24. If we get 1 turnover, they score 24. If we get 2 turnovers, I don't even know what the score is. I don't even want to say. But if we protect the ball, I think we can win this thing.
It ain't no, I think we right there. We, like you said, I heard you talking on Big Blue Insider. Shout out to Dick Gabriel. I feel like we got the same. We got the same strong suits up front. They defense line. I think their defense line, if you put you lean on them a little bit, they'll give their offensive line is good. I think their offensive line is actually better than ours as a unit.
Yes, as a unit, yes.
Quarterback wise, I think we got similar quarterbacks. They both can run, both make bad decisions. They running back ain't talking about nothing. Receiver game
with Wan'Dale,
Wan'Dale on our side gives us the advantage.
A slight edge, not much, but Wan'Dale gives us a slight edge.
Yes, and like I said, defensive back wise, I think we got a huge edge on them.
Nope.
Linebacker wise, because they play some guys in that Josh Allen technique, number 7. Huh?
No. I'm gonna say this: we got better safeties. They got better corners.
You think so?
Yeah.
Or you don't like our corners that much?
No. I'm just saying. I remember Elam didn't play last week. That's their best corner.
Matt Elam went to Florida. Go ahead, man.
He probably still got a year of eligibility.
He ain't play here. He probably got 4 years.
And did he play 4? Okay. So
man.
Their corners. Okay, our corners have shown that they can tackle better, but I would say their corners are better in press man. So how you want to look at it?
Yeah. So we'll see, man. We'll see. I think they defense line probably get more pressure on our quarterbacks than our defense line. I like to say I like their offense line. I really like their offense line, but we'll see. The only good thing about it is I ain't really worried about them running. I think we got to bring some pressure. I think we got to bring an extra guy. We're not getting there with 4. I don't think we getting there with 5.
This is a week where I will rush 3 because I do not trust.
And the spy, you mean spies?
Or spy them because I don't trust our linemen standing in their rush lanes and just pushing the pocket and creating an umbrella so he can't escape. Because if he escaped down the middle, right back where the center snapped the ball at, that's a problem.
Yeah.
So we don't need crazy pass rush unless we push in the pocket and he can't escape out the back end. That's the only. Now he is a quarterback who can escape out the back end because he got some juice.
Right?
He got some giddy up. Yeah. He can lose 10 yards and be all right. But we cannot let him retrace and climb the pocket right back up the hash or the middle of the formation and put him on our linebackers one-on-one in space. I don't care who you got linebacker one-on-one in space with him or Richardson. There's problems.
Well, that's where we at, man. That's where we at. I told somebody at work, I went with 27-24.
Okay.
I went with 27-24 in the game. So
we
see how that come up, man.
Who has 27?
Oh, Cats, man.
Oh. So you
were playing Florida.
I know. I said 24-20 Florida. So you
I didn't know you picked Florida.
I'm
not a cat. He's all right, but he's not real, as Jay-Z said.
I just don't see us having a clean game because we haven't had. I thought it was going to happen against Missouri. Didn't happen. I thought it was going to happen against Chattanooga. Didn't happen. I damn sure thought it was going to happen in South Carolina. Didn't happen. So,
you know when the best time to have a clean game?
Huh?
You know when the best time to have a clean game?
Right now.
When the stakes are the highest and when you've had a terrible game. I'm not about to come back and have a bad game. Well, and the stakes were so high.
They had 2 bad games back to back.
Against who?
Chattanooga, then South Carolina.
We won. Here's the problem, Van. We won those 2 games back to back. So what I'm telling you is, if we have that type of bad game against Florida, do we win it?
No.
Exactly. And I think that's what they know. Like, dude, I play against kids all the time. Look, man, I'm playing with my left hand. Or I'm going to do this. I think that's what we've been doing. I think now we know. Nope, I ain't taking that risk. You know, I'm coming with everything I got. I'm gonna rely on my teammates. I'm gonna give you 3 hard plays, coach. Give me a play or 2 off. I'm getting back in. I'm gonna give you 3 more hard plays.
Speaking of that, we have clowned on a lot.
Oh, yeah, the old bull.
No. There ain't no more clowning now. Yeah, that big mom was balling, dude. And this ain't the first game he's been balling. He been putting in work.
Well, we didn't clown him this year. We gave him credit for his strides.
I know. I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah.
He coming through. Look, he coming through. I ain't expecting to play as many snaps he been playing.
Yeah,
he been playing.
Coach said
50 plus snaps.
Coach said he think he played his best game at the university. And it may not be numbers wise for us because if you're a defensive line or defensive coordinator, huh?
I thought he played pretty damn well last week too.
Well, we have to see the film to see if it was. But if everybody don't know, this is the Kembe Mutombo signal. But for us, that stands for Marquand McCall, Bully McCall.
Bully's balling, man. flat out. Flat out. And playing 50 snaps a game, plus the snaps a game. For a big man, 340 or whatever it is, 330, there's a lot of damn snaps. 50 snaps? It's a lot of damn snaps.
A lot of questions will be answered this week. For me, a lot of questions will be answered this week. Will Levis, Chris Rodriguez, our defensive line. Our linebackers can't really answer no questions. I still think they got a little work, and they need to. But if they play good, they would have gotten my attention.
They balled out. Now they still got to work on their drops and pass coverage. Still get some depth. Got to know down and distance.
Yeah.
But shit, man, Square played his best game to me of his career. Dude, he was there, man. He was patient. He wasn't crowding the line of scrimmage too early. He was like, remember the guy from Chattanooga I was saying, Ty Beck?
Yeah,
dude, he see ball, find ball. He ain't worry about blockers. Yeah, that's what Square did this week.
Yeah,
he won't worry about trying to engage with a big ass lineman. He's like, nah, I see the ball. I'm mirroring him. I'm coming. That was impressive.
That's how I feel about number 7 for Florida. When I was watching number 7 for Florida, it stood out to me. But I was also told by my film partner that he was not a starter. Like, he wasn't supposed to be the starter.
Oh,
and that was the one who stood out to me. I think he only is a sophomore, man.
Huh.
I can't see. Man, let me see what his name is real quick, just in case he balls out. Y'all will know I've told you so.
Jeremiah Moon.
Yep. Jeremiah Moon.
He's from Hoover. Okay, Hoover.
Yeah, that he ain't the old props Hoover. He props bingo. Yeah, Moon.
Huh. Damn, 6'5", 245. That's a big.
Wait a minute. Hey, didn't Dylan just say exactly what I said?
What?
I don't want to make a prediction because I don't know who
great minds think alike. It's hard, but that's the thing about predictions. That's why you gotta predict which team's gonna show up. You gotta put that on your shoulders and say, okay, I think, like I'm saying, I think they're gonna have a turnover. I think it's gonna be an INT.
Dylan, I'm gonna tell you this much, and I've learned this from 16, almost 17 years of broadcasting. Man, listen to this. They only remember if you make it right. If you make a wrong prediction, nobody remembers what your wrong one is. But let you be spot on or one or two, a field goal off.
Right.
They don't remember. So you may as well go and make your prediction. They only remember if you're right. They don't remember if you're wrong.
That's so true. So true.
All right. So there we go, man. We've been working through some kinks, man. Well, the broadcast has. So it looks like we have quite a few people move over to YouTube. Go over to the YouTube channel. It's on our Twitter. It's on our Facebook. It's on our Instagram. Click on there. Follow and subscribe to chat and to follow the show, because until I find out what's going on with Twitter, it's tough. I think you can watch it on Twitter, but you can't follow along. And we do enjoy your commentary and questions that you guys ask, so we would like you to do that. We may also make a sacrifice and use another stream of going to Instagram. But I haven't seen a lot of you on Instagram. So at this point, best bet is hop over to YouTube, subscribe, like, and follow, comment, share, all that.
All that. Hit that bell at the top right so you can get notified when we come on too. Just in case a couple of y'all had a couple of drinks and you forget it's 9 o'clock.
Yeah, Michelle. I mean,
hey.
Well, we got a couple Michelles that watch.
Oh, that's a good point.
That's true. All right, man. So we're gonna come back next Wednesday, 5-0. Y'all on the screen. So that way, 5-0. And man, it'd be nice. We'll do this again, have some breakdowns. And hopefully we'll see Jatan McClain get a couple carries. Y'all can see what I've been seeing.
Right. He's good, man.
All right, man. Be back next week.
Yeah, man.
All right.